What's up guys, it's Dirty here. So I'm bringing you a little different video today. As you guys know, today's Father's Day. And I know all you guys' comments on the videos with my family and stuff, how awesome you think it is that my family supports me. So my dad and I are going to give you a little bit of breakdown why he supports me and why this is all going so well.
The cool thing is, Curtis and I have always had a lot of fun together. We've done some cool stuff.
Yeah, about when I was 14, I was a freshman in high school. I had the experience to go to South Africa with my dad, and I pet a purring cheetah. Like, that just explains everything right there. Like, it was a blast. Tons of animals, photography, just...
Got chased by a elephant while we were hiking.
Almost charged by an elephant. That was...
And I blew the video.
You forgot to hit record.
Well, Curdy, after that happened, he took the camcorder away from me. He was in charge of that. He was not happy with me. But we also, I remember when you were little, we had airsoft guns, and we had to have wars. He'd go out the front door, I'd go out the back door, and we'd hunt each other down. I remember this one time I was up on the deck. I knew you were coming around the corner, and I was watching.
It's camping. It's camping.
I have to camp. I'm not very good, so you guys that curse the campers, yeah, that's me, because I suck otherwise. So I was camping on the deck. He popped his head around the corner like that, and I just shot.
And I swear I could just see the bullet just...
right between the eyes. Of course, he had goggles on, so it kept him safe. But yeah.
But he won that round.
Headshot. Boom. Another thing we've liked to do since Curtis was real young is rock climb. I got all the kids have been into rock climbing, and I'd take him out in a full body harness when he was 4, and he'd go up these 30-foot cliffs, and we've climbed ever since. That's a passion of ours.
Have a little rock wall in the garage, not bigger than like 8 feet tall, but I mean it's a little like strength and conditioning thing.
That keep the forearms in.
But when we were little, that was a tall wall. That was a big wall.
It was. And then motorcycles. As Curdy got a little bit older, I've always loved motorcycles, and in fact, we all ride. Everyone but Michaela is certified, and for street, but we have both dirt and street, so we logged thousands of miles together on the road, and that's another thing that we have a lot of fun doing. But then, of course, we got gaming, and gaming goes way back. I've always been a gamer. I remember I had an Atari when I was little, the 2600, the old Space Invaders, and I've been hooked since. So that's been a big part of our life. We've played all the Call of Duties, Halos, Gears of War, then
Gears of
online games. I liked it more than you did, I think.
Unreal Tournament was one that we
Oh
played.
yeah, that was
like an online.
Counter-Strike.
That's where the whole like boom headshot comes from. If you guys didn't know. Yeah, Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is fun. Me and my sister played a lot of that.
Counter-Strike!
Yeah, so gaming too. It's been easy to support because I liked it so much, and I liked being involved. And in high school, you'd have your buddies come over, and we'd fill the basement with Xboxes and TVs, and I'd join you for half the night, and we'd be on a team, play capture the flag or whatever.
Xboxes.
It was a blast. So we've had that in common too. So it's been really good. So we've had a lot of fun together. We're good buds. But I'm still a father, and Curtis is my son, and that means I've got responsibilities, and I need to try and raise responsible children, which is what I've tried to do.
Yeah, and growing up, I mean, I didn't have the same thing that he did. I mean, in his backyard, he had just acres and acres of just land. They could do whatever they want, dirt bike, hunt, just wander off. And the way that we've grown up is a little bit different. I mean, gaming has been just something, in a way it's similar. I mean, it's just that hobby, but it's kept me home. I mean, it's kept me safe. I've met some of my closest friends on Xbox, not gonna lie. even my friends who just live in the same town as me, I met them on Xbox playing with another local friend. And Xbox has just been a way to branch out, I mean, to have a fun time.
I think the key is that we both recognize that we each have a responsibility in the relationship. As a father, of course, a responsibility of a father, I provide shelter, I provide food along with my wife so that they can grow up in an environment where they're safe and where they can grow and thrive. But there's also, I have a responsibility to try and encourage and channel him in directions that's going to lead to a happy life. Now, the hard part of that is I grew up one way and he's growing up another way, and so it's unknown territory for me. There's a lot of ways his life isn't even close to mine, and sometimes that feels like I'm doing the wrong thing, like I'm letting him go down a path that isn't going to turn out well for him. And video games is a perfect example for that. It's an area where you're not typically going to encourage someone to pursue, to make a living, or to spend their time doing, because we all know a lot of people think it's a waste of time. It's certainly not the ideal career choice for most people because it's very competitive and very difficult to make a living doing it. But it's not my call to tell Curtis what he needs to do with his life. So when he makes a choice and when he directs his passion, I need to support that. I need to encourage it. I need to recognize the positive. I mean, you go back to some of the, Tony Hawk, skateboarding, snowboarding, rock climbing, some of these areas were in this infancy years ago. And, it's that thing where some of these great stars that we see now were in the same boat of doing something that just was a ridiculous choice. But, so I support Curtis, but he has a responsibility in that too.
You bought me that easy cap.
Bought you that easy cap.
Started it all.
Crappy resolution.
Could not play on HD.
So, so I have to structure it. And that means that I fulfill my responsibility of encouraging him and supporting him and keeping a roof over his head. But as he ages, he picks up more and more of that responsibility.
I mean, I got my stuff done. Around the house, like during high school, I mean, I still had my chores. And I was still paying for, like, my phone bill and all my
WoW account.
Stuff. My WoW account, which over the years probably was over $1,000 in month.
For 12, 13-year-old, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. And, I got my stuff done, and it's not hard. There's some people who neglect it, don't want to do anything else than just, have fun and do their own thing. But there's that basic line that you just need to get over, and it's just, just like that stuff that is going to keep everything flowing, everything well. I mean, back from high school to now, things are a little bit different. I mean, I've got work. I help around the house a little bit, not as much during high school, but I still get my stuff done. I mean, I pay my own bills, insurance, phone, I pay rent, and it's not a bad thing because my dad's pushing me to, keep going. If I didn't have a job and just sat at home not paying rent, I mean, things would be bleak and not run very well, and that could just lead to a corrupted life, or you never really know. But I balance everything out, and my dad's definitely been the big help on doing that, just supporting me through everything. My life is so much different now, just heading towards video games. I mean, it's a passion, it's something I want to do, and yeah, it's not something that's been around for a long time, but it's something that has potential to be huge. I mean, right now it already is, and it's doing nothing but growing.
One good example on how it can sometimes be tough is, we told you how much we love to ride together and everything. Curtis was buying the Ninja, and he had a monthly payment on it, and there was a time where he had run out of money and he wasn't able to make that payment. And I love that bike. It's an awesome bike. I know Curdy loves that bike, and we do that together. So when we had to sit down and I had to tell him that we were going to have to sell it, because that's what happens when you can't make the payment. This was several years ago.
I didn't want to believe it. You know, I'd put it off and just be like, yeah, okay, I'll get something done. I'll do it. Like, I'll do this, I'll do that.
And you did. You worked hard. For 3 days, you busted your butt.
But it didn't really work at first, because I was saying that I would do it, and it didn't really happen until I saw the ad for the Ninja on Craigslist. And my dad was going to sell it, because, I mean, I wasn't paying it. And so that definitely gave me that push. And I mean, that's some of the things that you got to do. I mean, just that push out the door, I guess, kind of.
And the cool thing was, one, it was a hard thing for me to do. Believe me, I did not want to sell that. And it broke my heart to do it. But Curtis didn't get mad, he didn't yell at me. You understood. I mean, that's the cool thing. He knows that I'm not doing this to be mean. He knows I'm not doing this to cause him problems. He knows that I care about him, and that it's just what happens in life. And as frustrated as we both were, it didn't drive a wedge between us. Fortunately, we didn't have to sell it. You
worked it off, and then ended up with my new job at North Face.
So
I get on my clothes. I know there's a lot of you guys who have parents that don't know what you do. I mean, they don't know what you're doing on your video games. They don't really know what you're doing on your YouTube channel.
They don't know what a quad collat means.
They definitely don't. And you know, a quad collat doesn't make sense. That's for collaterals. That's not a foreign one. I don't know why people say it.
It's okay. He gets passionate about this. It's important.
But you can always talk to your parents. It might be something like a gray area where you're like, I don't want my parents involved in this. I just want to play my games. But having support from your parents is huge.
It is, and I know there's some of you out there that have probably have parents that just are playing pretty lousy, and to you guys, that's too bad. My guess is that most of you have got great parents. They care about you, and sometimes they just don't know how to reach out and help you. It's a hard time of life, and being a gamer doesn't help that most of the time, unfortunately. So we just wanted to, since it's Father's Day, and since a lot of you have commented about the family support, give you a little insight as to why the support exists. And it's a two-way stream. It's, as Curdy's father, I have to let go of some of my ideals, some of my ideas about how I think he should live his life. And that can be really hard as a parent. But from Curdy's point of view, there's times he breaks away when he'd rather be gaming to take care of responsibilities. And the other thing that's really cool is when I ask for help, he's right there. If there's something in the yard, if there's something going on and I need his help, I know that I can ask him, and that
most of the time.
Most of the time, he's going to be there and give me the hand that I need. So I hope this Father's Day that you guys can express some gratitude to your own fathers, which I had a wonderful father. He was a busy man. He was a mayor. He was a bishop, and he gave a lot of service to the community. And he was a great example for me on what it takes to give and to help others. And that's part of why I enjoy Curtis and his friends coming over and gaming so much. I'm interested in his friends. And my daughter's friends. They're great people. I want them to be happy. I can see when they're struggling, and that's sad. And I do truly care about each and every one of them. And for those of you watching too, I hope that you're happy. I hope that you're able to find what you're looking for in life. And so to my father, thank you, Dad. I love you. Thanks for raising me the way you did. And I'm who I am today because of you. Happy Father's Day.
So guys, pretty much just a quick wrap up. Support is huge. If it's from your family, your friends, even the people online. It's nice to have support, and it's nice to feel that support. But for me, my family support has been it's been huge. And I've had so much ever since I was little. I mean, it's been great. And I just suggest maybe you guys kind of just you know, talk with your parents about it if they don't know anything, or if you don't feel comfortable. I mean, just do something they like and maybe transition to it. Just bring it up, because gaming is changing, and it's definitely not what it was when they were little. And if they don't see that, it's something, and it's an opportunity for you guys to explain it to them. You know, just kind of show them YouTube. I mean, people have big careers just because of video games and the whole YouTube thing, and it's been crazy. So, I mean, I hope you guys have a good Father's Day. I'll be spending time with this guy a little bit later with the family. But this is just a little video on kind of the support I get from my family, and I hope this possibly helps you. I guess is the main point. But if it doesn't, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a nice little chat.
Should we go play some COD?
We could play some COD. See you guys, it's Dirty. I'm out.